How's everybody doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Wizzy Pacheco. So let me go ahead and make this video really fast. I don't want to be too loud because it's kind of late and people are sleeping. But I want to go ahead and talk about something. So I said I just got home. I was out cycling and then I thought I wasn't gonna be able to sleep tonight, but then I felt kind of exhausted, so I decided to come home, and I guess I'm gonna try to sleep, and I have to wake up. Well, I have to do something early tomorrow, so yeah. So let me go ahead and make the video. I guess the title of the video is the ultimate form of forgiveness is self-forgiveness. It's crazy, man, because I keep having all these, like, I guess you could say epiphanies. It's like moment of clarity when you just, like, all of a sudden, like, you just get this, like, very deep clarity in regards to whatever, right? That's what that's what an epiphany is, right? Is when you all of a sudden, like, just completely understand something that's beneficial for yourself, right? So then the thing is that I always talk a lot about Miguel Ruiz because cause oh man, like, like I always say, like, just reading his books, I was able to understand a lot of things. So anyway, there's this part. Let me drink some. I'm kind of thirsty. So there's this part in hold on a second. All right. So there's this So then in the Mastery of Love, there's a book. It's the name of the book is called The Mastery of Love. It's by the same guy, Miguel Ruiz. And then he talks about, or okay, yeah, and then he talks about how the it's kind of like, let's say that people have like, imagine that you lived in a place, or in a, just imagine that everybody on Earth had this, like, skin disease, where that whenever you were yeah, I guess you could say skin disease, like, on their skin, right? Like, let's say the whole wide world had this disease that they have, like, all these wounds, like, all over their body, and that whenever you touch someone's wound, like, let's say, like they have this disease, right, where everybody, this illness, or however you want to call it, that people have, like, all these wounds, like, all over their skin, their bodies. And then whenever you, like, let's say by accident you touch someone's wound or skin, and then he also talks about that even though the people have this skin illness or whatever, that they would pay a high amounts of money to just to have sex, because even though they have this disease, skin disease, that's then, they have, like, all these wounds, like, all over their body. This is actually, you could read it for yourself. I'm gonna see if I put the link in the description. This is this is a book by Miguel Ruiz. It's called The Mastery of Love. So anyhow, just imagine that, like, you live in a place where, or let's say that on Earth, right, that everybody suffers from this skin disease, that whenever you touch their wounds, it really hurts. Like, it gives them an intense pain. So let's say that by accident you accidentally touch someone's wound, they're gonna want to poke you back, right? It's because because you hurt, since you accidentally touch someone's wound, right, by touching their bodies, they're gonna want to return, and the whatever pain they felt, and they're gonna try to poke you back, okay, because it's a skin disease. This is just pretend that this is what yeah, make believe, imagine that this was real, right? This is just this is called what do you call it, an analogy, right, to try to make you comprehend what how it is with, like, with people, with us, with human beings. So it's not really the actual skin that hurts, right? It's something mental, right? We're full of these, we have all these wounds. I guess you could say it's mental. It's because we're all hurt spiritually, or however, because words are just symbols, man. It doesn't, Words. The only reason why words are real is because we've agreed to, call a shoe, and a hair, and the eye an eye, but it really doesn't even mean anything. It's just, it only means something because we've agreed on it, right? And like, let's say in this particular moment, the code would be English, right? Which is like a universal code, because nowadays, like, I guess most countries speak English, or it's okay, English is the universal code, okay? So it's just like it's just a code, okay? It doesn't even, the only reason why we comprehend each other is because we've agreed on it. You know what I mean? So anyway, what I wanted to get to is that so then, because we're all hurt, right? It's not our skin that's hurt. We're the, it's actually, or I guess you could say, or emotionally hurt. We're all hurt as fuck, man. Cause that's the thing, is that, I don't know. It's just how it is, man. It's like and then that takes us to the parasite, right? Which is, the judge, the victim, and then the system of beliefs, because we believe so much shit. So anyhow, um, what I wanted to get to is that Miguel Ruiz talks about how the ultimate form of forgiveness is to forgive one's self for all the wounds that one has, right? And like, I've read that, like, so much, really long time ago, is, the first time that I had read that, and I understood what the I guess the combination of symbols, like, like, I know what it's referring to. But just now, today, like just a few minutes ago, I was able to really, like, I don't know how to say, like, really comprehend to the full of it, and it's fucking crazy, man. It's because the ultimate forgiveness is to forgive ourselves, man. And then, like, I guess we forgive others, right? Because and really, like, forgiving another person, what it really means is just not not suffering for whatever happened. That's actual, forgiving someone is just not, when you get to a point where you just, like, don't care about what happened. That's forgiving someone else, is when you don't suffer for whatever happened in the past. But then forgiving ourselves, that's the ultimate form of forgiveness. Let's say, and then we would forgive ourselves for, oh man, and then I had like a flashback of, like, all the shit that has happened, like the shit that, oh, it's fucking insane, man. Like, the ultimate form of forgiveness is self-forgiveness. Like, you forgive yourself, or in this particular situation, I have to forgive myself for suffering for fucking bullshit, man. Like, there's only one. Oh man, this is crazy, because there's only one thing that's actually important, and that's the love for oneself, right? Like, that's really the most important thing in this life, is to love ourselves. That's why Miguel Ruiz is always saying that, love yourself, and all this shit, and it's fucking, that's right. It's because we have to love ourselves, and it's not selfish, man. Selfish is when you're trying to impose your shit on someone, when you try to it's crazy, yeah. Basically, when you try to control someone, because that's what it is we're always trying to control others. So then, that's being selfish, or judging others. Well, what is it? The biggest form of selfishness is when you take things personal. That's the second agreement, man. Don't take anything personal, because whatever anyone does, they do it for themselves, because of themselves. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with art, with you, or with me, whatever someone else does. And I was speaking about this earlier, like the example of someone, like, oh man, like, I'm so I don't think I will ever be able to speak to my mother. I just really don't. I don't know what to say to her. I forgive her, like, I have nothing against her. But so that's forgiveness, right? Is when you just, like, whatever, man, like, it is what it is. Whatever happened. I don't give a fuck. I'm not stressing about it. Like, that's forgiveness. And then the ultimate form of forgiveness is to forgive ourselves, right? To forgive one's self for stressing over, for fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's all the wounds that because we're the each person, or let's say in this case me, I'm the only one that can suffer for whatever, you know? Like, it's a decision. Like, you don't, it's optional. Suffering is optional. So then when you realize how much fucking, uh, how much harm, I just realized how much harm I've done to myself, right? I'm like, oh shit, that is fucking deep, man. Because no one else is like, how do you say it? Like, we're the only ones that can make ourselves suffer. Because there's no reason to suffer. And if we suffer is because we believe in lies. So then I just had like the whole thing, like it just like I had the epiphany, like I had, oh man, it's crazy. So basically the biggest form of forgiveness is basically to forgive oneself. And I hope that whoever's watching this is able to, get the energy of what I'm trying to say. And anyway, so there's like I was saying, there's only one thing that's important in his life, and this would, you know, for whoever, is for. So basically, the one thing that's important in life is to love one's self, right? To love ourselves, to love to love ourselves, to the love for being alive. Just just fucking having that love for just being alive. Like, I feel so fucking grateful just to be alive, to be able to go on my bicycle and shit, to be able to fast, to to be able to eat whenever I fucking whenever I get shredded, and I'll be able to actually have like a good meal or whatever, like that type of shit. Like, just being fucking, just loving ourselves, right? Loving life, and then of course the creation, right? Like everything that exists, everyone and everything. That's the most important thing in life. It doesn't even fucking matter what we do, or it doesn't even matter what other people do. Like, it really, like, that's what I mean. Like, I started, like, I don't know, like, I just started thinking about everything, and I'm like, oh shit, like, really, man, like, the only important thing is just to love ourselves, that love for being alive, or for life, and the love for the creation, which is fucking everything that exists, in this case it'd be like the lamp, the fucking, the just everything, the what do you call it, the bed, the bicycle, the fucking everything, right? Everything is the, other people, the dog, even a fucking cockroaches. Okay, like the other day, this rat, this fucking rat found its way, and I was gonna actually ask, I was like, I got an idea, like, I'm gonna ask vegans what they think about this. Because let's say, you're vegan and you're living wherever you live, and all of a sudden you get this fucking huge rat, fucking sour, what do you call it, sewer rat, fucking rat that's in the sewers, and finds its way into your house. Like, ask the vegans, like, what would you do in that situation? Since you're talking about killing animals and shit. I had to buy a fucking cage, like a trap that trapped that fucking animal, because it was hard as shit to actually kill it, because those things are fast, and whatever the fuck. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna end this video. I don't want to be too loud because it's kind of late and my neighbors are sleeping. But I don't know, I just wanted to put that out there. The ultimate form of forgiveness is to forgive oneself for fucking for for suffering unnecessarily, for believing fucking bullshit. Cause only one thing is important, and that's to love oneself, the love for being alive, the love for life itself, and the love for the creation, which is fucking everything that exists. Other humans, fucking the cows, and the chickens and the dogs and the cats and the birds. Okay, that all that shit is the creation, and also like all the material things and all that. Alright, so I'm gonna end the video. I just wanted to make that video, man, because I don't know, I felt inspired and shit. So alright, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.